What's up, risk managers in the chat? My name is Nasdaq Anonymous, and I'm addicted to the NQ. Today was definitely a wild day. Yesterday and last night's recap, I said that in order for the market to continue higher, there has to be a deep pullback. Well, we got that deep pullback pre-market. And so my bias was initially to go long. I was not looking for shorts. We got that deep pullback. I knew that there was no way that the people that missed out on the first run up yesterday was going to not try to get into this and possibly miss the second run up of that Nvidia pump. My bias proved to be correct. It just wouldn't have made sense for the market to sell off today, not with all that FOMO still in the market. So I took my first trade around New York Open. Now, this trade ended up being a $1,000 loss, but initially this was a winning trade. I just got too aggressive on this trade. So let's look into it. Okay. So as you can see, let's look at the executions. Okay. At New York Open around 8:30, I got in long at 678 with my first contract. So right around this area is when I initially got in long. I added a second contract at 81. Now both of these were actually winning trades. I scaled out of my first contract at 701. I scaled out of my second contract at 1712. Now this is where this trade became a losing trade. I scaled in two contracts on a retracement. I got in at 705 and I got in at 706. As the market traded a little bit lower, I scaled two more contracts at 692 and 687. So right now I'm in this trade with 4 losing contracts. And the market was slowly grinding itself back down. I had a feeling it was going to retest the lows, but with 4 contracts, with that amount of risk, I just couldn't afford for it to go all the way back down and retest the lows. So I had to cut out of this position, taking the loss. Now I have this trade recorded, so I will be releasing that so you can see the trade itself, see how it's played out, and how I was able to manage and accept loss so I can come back and finish the day the way I did. This $1,000 loss did not faze me at all. I just knew that I was just being too aggressive in this area, and if I went back to the fundamentals of trading, I was going to be victorious today. And sure enough, that's exactly how I ended my day. Now the second trade, so we went over that trade. Now this trade right here. This trade is me re-entering into this trade long. Remember, I had 4 contracts of risk. I wasn't going to risk a retest of this low. And good thing I did not hold it, because it did retest the low and it went a little bit further. And this, if I held the contracts, I probably would have been close to hitting the daily loss limit on this one. So I was proud of myself for stopping out of this position once I saw that it was a loss. However, because we got that deep pullback, I knew that I should be only looking for long opportunities. So I went in long. I got back in long at 675. So in this area, 675, 678, and 674. So I'm already in 3 contracts in this area right now. I was able to scale out of my first contract at 694. So this area right here. Another one at 95, and then a third one at $700. I bought in at $700, and I bought an additional contract when price dipped down to 691. So now I'm in here with 2 contracts. All right. I was able to ride these contracts all the way up, bringing the account positive and making this a $2,500 trade. Now, this was going to be my last trade. I usually like to trade the New York Open, and throughout the day, if I do see opportunities, I will take it. but this was an Nvidia pump. I knew that this was not the end of this ride. Nvidia is next to Powell when it comes to pumping the NQ. So I knew that with this cushion that I just built for this account, I should be able to risk more risk on the table to make more. And my theory proved to be right. I was able to double this by taking additional trades. So let's go over them. So we're not going to go over the small trades. We're going to go over this big one. This trade right here, I was able to catch a classic break of structure and retest. And when I saw this, I was like, yo, this is not going short. Everybody in the stream was trying to build short positions at this area. But once I saw the price action, I knew this was going long. This was my biggest trade of the day. So let's go over it. All right. So I got in my first contract at 675. So 675 is when I added in long. I added a second contract at 678. And when price dipped back down, I added my third contract at 674. So right now I got 3 contracts. I took my first contract at 94. I took a second contract at 95. And I had a runner contract. Initially, this contract, I had it sitting at 803. But something told me that this was going to go higher than 803. This actually ran all the way up, if I'm not mistaken. If price ran all the way up to 868, I got out at 839. So this was my biggest trade. I held a contract all the way up here. So once I got out of this position, I believe, I added one more contract to this play. There was a big dip in this area. I saw that there was support and I just took it. I said, you know what? I feel that this is going to at least retest the highs, So I purchased one more contract at this level, got out at the highs, and I scaled out of my runner contract not too soon after. I saw that after it retested the highs, it wicked down. So I just got out of this position. This right here, we waited for this position in the stream. We got this position. I wasn't expecting it to go this high, but I just had a feeling. And man, once you stay true to your conviction, it usually pays off. Now, obviously the market continued to go higher. And after we touched 868, the market kind of consolidated in a range and it closed just moving to the left. But today was definitely one of those days where regular price action was going to be invalidated. This was an Nvidia pump. This was FOMO. This was bears getting stopped out. There was no way that there was nothing that was going to stop this market from running higher. And remember, we still have news. We have heavy news coming in on Thursday, CPI. So I'm assuming this is running to liquidity. That is my assumption. That's an added reason why we're getting this move, this unstoppable bull rally. So today, with good risk management, we was able to win today. We was able to come on top, end of the day being up $5,600. We're going to do the same thing tomorrow. We're going to win. We're going to continue to win. And we're going to win by practicing good trade management, good risk management. It's okay to take that loss. It's okay. Come back strong using good trade management, good risk management, and you can turn a losing trade into a memory, just like I did. End of the day, being up $5,600. If you're enjoying these breakdowns and you want more insight on trading the Nasdaq intraday, make sure you subscribe to the channel and join our live stream. We called out every level live today. We called out this top and we called out the bottom. We did it live intraday. You can check our streams to verify. We call out these levels in real time. Our current goal is to build a community. And if you're tired of missing the best trades, if you're tired of being on the wrong side of the market, you have to join our live streams. Join our community, join the risk managers in the chat. And as always, we appreciate your support as we grow. So I'm gonna leave it with this. Remember the risk manager's creed. Trading involves risk and demands careful analysis and capital preservation. We can do that by practicing sound risk management. Every trade tells a story. Make sure you write that story in your trading journal. Our psychology is all over these charts. Remember that. And as always, my name is Nasdaq Anonymous, and I'm addicted to the NQ. See you next time. Stay green out there. Peace.